Hello, this is Neil from Capos, and we're going to be showing you how to create a new GitHub repository for FTC. So to start off, the way our team likes to do it is we like to clone from the quick start for Roadrunner because we seem to use Roadrunner every year. So to do that, we're going to get the link for it by hitting code, clone, and then for me, HTTPS, but if you use SSH, you want to click that. So you're going to copy that, and then I'm going to open up a new terminal window. So to start off, we're going to change directories into the folder we want to clone the repository to. So in my case, this will be the projects folder. Make a new folder for FTC, because I don't already have one. And then make sure this is empty. And make sure to actually create the folder. See, FTC is the first one. So then I'm going to ls into FTC. I'm going to cd into FTC. I cannot seem to think today. And then make sure that's empty. So now that I know that it's empty and I have a new folder, I'm gonna clone into here. So I'm gonna say git clone paste, and it should do that pretty quickly, depending on my internet connection, but I'll just cut to when it's done. Okay, now that the FTC repo is installed, we're gonna want to create a new repository for Power on our side so that we can clone this repository into that. So to do that, you're going to follow the steps shown next. So once you're done cloning the Roadrunner Quick Start, we're going to want to push this into our new repo. So if I go over to just github.com, you'll notice you have this thing here. I have an organization for our team, and if you're following this on our team, you want to switch into your organization, and you want to view the organization, and then click new repo here. And then I'm pretty sure the season's called Power Play. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this 2022 to 23 season is called Power Play. And so I'm going to do Power Play and our team number right after. I don't usually put a description, but you can if you want. I keep it private. Don't add a README. No GitHub template and no license, because all of this will be populated by Roadrunner Quickstart and the SDK. So I'm going to create that repo. And then you should be good for now. Once the repo is created, you're going to want to add it as a remote and push the Roadrunner repository into that. So the way we would do that is we'd follow these steps. So I would add it as a remote, as origin. To actually do that, you're going to want to rename the old repo. So let me show you how to do that. To start off, we're going to want to see what repos we do have by typing git remote-v. I just first changed directories into the Roadrunner Quick Start. And then if I do git remote-v, I just use up arrows. Go back to my next command. You'll see it's named origin. We want to add our thing as its origin. So, and actually make this a little less confusing. Probably not add as remote origin, but team repo. But so we're going to git rename. We want to rename origin to quick start. Don't type 2, but quick start. And my bad, you have to add remote rename. My bad. So git remote space rename. And now if I were to list all the repos, you'll notice now it says quick start in front of the repo. So now we're going to add our PowerPlay repo. So we go here, we copy this command. I usually don't like to add it as origin, so I'll go back and replace origin as team repo. And then we do copy that. So that just makes a new branch called main, and then we're going to copy this. Push u, not origin, but team repo to main. And you'll notice it'll take a while, but it should push everything. Okay, now that it's done, you'll notice that if I refresh this page, you'll see a bunch of code and a bunch of commits. That's great. It means we have everything done. Problem is, this is on version 7.1, and we want to update it to 8.0 because FTC Repo controller is on 8.0 it looks like. So let me show you how to update the repo using the FTC Robot Controller SDK. To start off, I like to delete our old repository and clone a new version of our own repository, and to do that we would close this terminal window, go to Finder, find it in your Finder. Mine, this is right here in Projects FTC, run a quick start. I'd click on this, move this to trash, empty my trash just because I'm a little bit of a neat freak. Go back to PowerPlay, copy this, right click here, and there's usually an open in terminal, but apparently not. Go back to my terminal window, cd into Projects FTC, make sure there's nothing there, and then git clone that. And now I have my new repo, which is completely fresh. Now let's add a new remote that is the FTC SDK. So to do that, we're going to follow basically the same steps we did before. We're going to go to the FTC Robot Controller. We're going to copy this as a link. And if I list the remotes again, git remote -v. Actually, wait, gotta change directories into your folder. So mine's is going to be PowerPlay 14575. If you don't remember, you can ls and look at it. But PowerPlay 14575, we're going to do list the remotes again. You'll see its origin. So now we want to add FTC SDK. So to do that, we're going to get remote add, and we'll call this SDK, paste link, and now if I list the remotes again, you'll see its FTC SDK has been added. We now want to pull the changes and merge them into our current branch. And to do that, we're going to do git pull FTC SDK, because the FTC SDK is still using older terms. It says master. We'll pull the master branch from the FTC SDK, and once we do that, we get this stuff. And it looks like we have a merge conflict, which is good, because now I can show you how to deal with merge conflicts. And so to deal with the merge conflict, we want to first figure out what the merge conflict is, and we're going to do git status. And we'll get a bunch of text. So the 4 red things at the bottom are the files that we have to deal with. So to deal with these, we probably want to open up Android Studio. So if you're getting Android Studio installed, we're going to open up Android Studio. We're going to open up this project, and to do that, we're going to hit open. Go to our folder where we stored it. Actually, can't ask. Open projects, FTC, PowerPlay, open. I just said trust project. We know what we installed. And let it index, because it's the first time we've opened it. So you see this big red text saying something's wrong. We can ignore that, and we look in the commit. We see the commit menu here. I'll make this full screen. Then we can hit resolve, and we can look at each file individually. So we can look at these. So we want to hit merge here, and it'll show you both versions. So this is the changes that we have in main, and this is the changes we have in master. So this is FTC SDK. This is what we have right now, and this is what it looks like it wants to merge. And it looks like they have tools here, and then they have an Android version code 47, and they have 44. We have 44. So to change that, we're going to change this to 47 over here. Then look at 8.0 over here. We're going to keep the package from there. And that should resolve that merge conflict. Still looks red, but that's beyond the point. Now that we fixed that issue so that we have that, Let's look at what the next big difference is. And it seems extract native libs is here and it is not there. And it might make sense to keep it there, so let's do that as a merge. And otherwise, this document looks the exact same, which is great. So then we can hit apply, apply changes and mark resolved. And now we can look at the next one. We can hit merge, look at the big differences. And I think we can just accept theirs. So we can hit apply, we say accept right, and then we're done. And then we can hit merge on the second to last one. And it looks like we have a Maven URL, which is likely needed for the robot for Roadrunner, and we have Acme Robotics dashboard, which is needed for Roadrunner, and there doesn't seem to be any other major differences that I'm noticing. Oh, except for all the version numbers. So we probably do want to keep all these version numbers from here. So we're gonna copy all of that real quick, just so I don't have to do it by hand, and make sure Spectrum blocks D5, Robot Core, Service Order, all my Java hardware, FTC common. So we're gonna paste that there. That should fix, we're accepting that. TF Lite 0.20, 1.20. First Inspires Game Assets Threat Frenzy 1.0. We want the Power Play assets because those are the new ones. So we can change that line to match that one. So now there's Power Play. And then we want this dashboard link. So we're going to copy that and then do that. So now we have the dashboard, and I think we've managed, no, we also need this Maven URL, so we can copy that and paste that in here. And now that should accept all merge conflicts. So we can apply and apply changes to merge resolved. And then we can look at this. This is just the README, so it really doesn't matter, but let's hit merge. Let's just accept the masters because that makes sense. So we're going to hit accept right. And now we've managed our main merges. So we can commit and push from just right here in things. And I'm going to say merged FTC robot controller. Managed FTC SDK 8.0. And then I can do commit. And I want to change all of these files, hit commit. Looks like it doesn't really want to play nice. So we'll just go back and say git commit from here in the terminal, get, and then say merge FTC SDK 8.0. Now we've created the commit, and we want to push this to our origin. So once you push it to our origin, we're done, and we've updated everything. So you can make sure that's correct in Chrome. Go to Power Play. If I refresh the page, it says merge FTC SDK 8.0, and it looks like everything's been done properly. So we are all done.